Hello everyone and welcome to another video. In today's video we are going to be playing WORLDBOX. So we are going to have all four types of species here: the human, orc, elf, and dwarf on different things. So the humans will be up here in the top left. How much was that? Well, tell me. And we'll just spawn not that much amount of people. Down here is going to be the orcs with the savannah. I guess it is also possible that they break up into different kingdoms here. Okay, so yeah, we'll do about 6 people each kingdom. Human, orc. Then down here in the jungle, we're gonna get the elves. And up here in the north, we're getting the dwarves. There we go. So now we're just gonna name them. How do you name places anymore? It's been a long time since I played, bro. Okay, let me. Okay, well, we're just gonna run with this. We're gonna run with whatever their names are. You can see what race they are on the little character beside them. So, we got this to 5 times speed here. The humans are looking pretty good up here. They have the plains biome. Let's actually change a couple laws real quick. Allow angry villagers, I guess. Hunger. There will be no hunger and no old age. Actually, we'll allow old age, but you can't die of hunger now. And we're going to get rid of the other disasters, but there will be natural disasters. Here we go. So the human civilization looking pretty, very peaceful. How's the dwarves doing? Dwarves also look alright. You know, I don't even know what biome this is. Actually, are they getting attacked? Because I see, like, creatures running around. Like, what is this? It's goat. We found a goat. Okay, I can't tell if these are, like... Is this a rat? Armadillo. Nice. Oh, looks like the elves. Oh, the elves are doing good already. Is this like their capital building right there? Orcs down here. So it's gonna be a while. Let's make sure diplomacy is on. Diplomacy is on. So it's gonna be a bit until we actually see any conflict, because they first have to get to the coast of their own island, and then they have to start sailing and actually fighting. So it looks like the dwarves might be behind over here. I mean, they're not doing that bad. Looks like we had an assassination in the elf kingdom for their king. The orcs have the most people, I think. Do they? Yeah, orcs. No, the humans, I think, are the best ones so far. Humans got a bunch of buildings and most population, and I think that's a big house being constructed right there. Yeah, the who do we think's gonna win this one? I don't know, honestly. You know, I think they have a description that could let us know what they're gonna go for. Let's see. Humans, elves. Okay, don't dwarves. Okay, they used to say, well, who they hated the most. I guess they all hate each other, so. Orcs, come on, guys. Should we just give them all their... You know what, we're just gonna... Can we change territory in this game? Okay, there we go. So that it does exist. So we're just gonna give each... So there you go, look at that. Okay. So we got you have your whole island. You have your whole island. Humans have their whole island, and now the dwarves have Alright, so we changed the borders to where they just have their whole island. Now, there's not that much stuff in it besides where they started building, but they all have their own island now. Honestly, I think the sizes are a little different, but they're not that different, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of rooting for the dwarves, but I don't know that they're actually gonna win. They're moving around, though. Humans, how are they doing? Nice already. It looks like they've got a whole mine right here. Orcs, you got a mine? They do down here. Elves. Doesn't look like it. Oh, we got our first, it's a fishing boat. Well, we got a fishing boat, yep, dock, so we're gonna soon start getting some actual warships. Yep, right there, I saw it. Looks like the dwarves have long, oh, I forgot, they all have different types of boats. Depending on which, because, like, the dwarves have, like, Viking long ships, it looks like. Humans, they just have, like, the regular thing you could probably imagine. Orcs and elves, I need to see yours. Oh my gosh, elves are kind of, the orcs have such a huge population, dude. The orcs love breeding. Is this the orc one? Looks similar. I can't tell from that angle, but okay, it looks like we're starting to see armies with that banner. So they're developing armies now. We're soon to see some conflict. Alright, dwarves, how are you doing? At least they have a dock, that's nice. But, I mean, haven't expanded much out to your island. The humans also really haven't built much stuff around their island. I think the orcs are doing the best right now, especially population-wise, but I don't think they have an army. I think the elves and humans only have the army. So any war that's declared, I mean, it's gonna get serious here. Oh, dwarves now have an army. Looks like we got some watchtowers. The orcs now have what looks to be like another town over here. It's not an actual province. Technically, the island is each race's province, but you can kind of see it's kind of like a new town. Elves, how you doing? Oh, that's their boat. That's a cool boat. Orcs, I want to see yours. That's a nice boat for the elves. So it looks like elves just have one big town here. But they are expanding this town. Look at that. Dwarves also one big town. Humans, one big town. Well, I guess this could be another town. That might be, but the orcs are going crazy right now. Honestly, I think the dwarves and elves are in competition right here. I don't know. You think the dwarves would have more mines, yeah? I'm waiting for a war to be declared here. We need some war. Unless they all have an alliance together, because if so, I'm not going to like that. They do not have an alliance. Okay, oh, I think potentially a war might be getting declared soon. I'm kind of hoping so. I want something to happen. Elf ship up here. Oh, we got our first one. Kingdom Nafane declare. Oh, elves versus the dwarves. We're going to slow down the time a little bit down here. So the elves versus the dwarves is the first war. Oh, I think I see elf ship here. I'm assuming they have men in them. We're about to see. I don't know. Maybe not. But dwarves, how about you guys? You gonna send any men, or is this just gonna be a war where you say you're at war, but you're not actually doing anything? Wow, the orcs have way more now. Yeah, y'all can't compete with the orcs right now. Humans are doing good though. Oh, looks like the elf army is on this boat right here. They're about to land. I don't know what you guys are doing up here. Alright, the elves are landing. Look! We're slowing the slide down, bro. They're fighting down here. Okay, I think civilians are able to participate in the battling. So, the elves are definitely going to face something up here, but are the elves going to win? Okay, it looks like we're about to see a battle. Yo, this guy's huge. Okay, it looks like they kicked off the elf army. Are they landing more? Oh, they're firing. Look at this. They're trying to take down the tower. It looks like the tower. Oh, they're going to shoot at that building. Oh, I forgot there's different ages. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to lie. We're just going to keep it on the normal age. We're not going to do the different ages. So, okay, soldiers took down one of the elf boats. Dwarves are holding themselves together here. Looks like the elves have a new army in here. Orcs, how are y'all doing? Oh my gosh, they've got their whole island. How about the humans? Good bit of it. The dwarves, not really, and neither with the elves. I feel like the dwarves have way more potential. I feel like all of these guys, humans have done pretty good, especially the orcs, but I feel like these elves and dwarves here, y'all have potential to make your kingdoms better. We're going to speed this up a lot, see if anything happens, or if it's just going to be a stalemate for now. Looking like a stalemate for now, maybe not, because look, the army is loading on the boat. I think we're, oh wait, a new war. Kazo, oh, so look, humans after the orcs, elves after the dwarves. So each half of the world is fighting. Imagine an alliance between the north and south here. Alright, well, we got 2 wars to look at, so elves are loading their men, and I think humans are gonna load their men. I'm not sure. I think the orcs are gonna decimate the humans, personally. I think, you know what we do, actually? We're adding a twist. We're gonna throw one large island in the middle of the map now. And I might add a couple islands across, but for now we're gonna do this. It's going to be enchanted. Gonna be the enchanted biome. Here's the thing. We're gonna leave a little bit on each side of the best mineral. There we go. So if y'all want to discover that and colonize it, your choice. So we now have a middle island. Okay, let's speed this up a little. Come on, let's get some battles. Okay, elves are about to land. Here go the elves. So they took down this... Oh, okay, the elf invasion. They're still actually on. We got 2 battles ensuing on the coast right here. It looks like I think the elves won because they're continuing to push, and then the dwarves fought back. I'm considering soon enough making it a little easier. No one's colonized the middle island. Maybe we add a couple bridges. Okay, another elf invasion. Are y'all gonna try something else besides the south coast? I feel like this isn't working. They've landed once again, and I think they just got killed. Oh, dwarves? Are y'all about to colonize something? Oh no, they're just going up to blow up some boats. Alpha male move from the dwarves right now. Yeah, the dwarves are kind of smart though. They're just kind of letting the elves waste their men. Because that's kind of working. Orcs, y'all are not even actually going to the humans. Okay, we're going to make this a little bit easier for them to sail. Let's take the shallow water if I can find it. There we go. Now let's make a bridge of shallow water. Okay, I'm going to be careful not to actually hit much of the land. Like this. We're just going to kind of connect them to random places. Like that, maybe. There you go. So we got a bit more shallow water for you to sail through. Do boats get stuck on the shallow water? I didn't consider that. I did not think about that. Okay. Well, did we just replace it with paths? Let's see. Let's see this boat. Alright, never mind. We're not going to continue. We'll go with close. No, we're just going to go with the deep ocean. Okay, we're not going to replace we're going to leave part of the still shallow water, but let's get rid of a good chunk, you know, like that. We'll do this. Okay, y'all are not actually fighting, though, so we're speeding this back up. We're going to wait for any map changes. Elves are landing, as you can see. Oh, did the dwarves land? No, I don't think they did. Oh, it looks like the elves are about to finally peace out. So the dwarves and elves are peaced out. Orcs and humans are still fighting, but they're not actually doing anything. An alliance is about to be formed. Look at that symbol. Who are y'all forming it with? Dragon Coalition was founded. Okay, what is this alliance? Between the dwarves and elves, they are now aligned. The dwarves and elves are aligned. Now here's the problem. There is nothing happening. Y'all aren't even bothering to colonize the middle island. It's like Antarctica, bro. Y'all are not even bothering. Oh, okay. Humans have an army now. Oh wait, they might be humans might get this entire island. Or are they just putting their men on here? Okay, humans are dropping humans here, but there's no, like, looks like one human tried to swim here somehow. Humans were dropped on this island a second ago, but they're not actually colonizing it. I don't know what's going on. Alright, we're gonna make this easier right here, right? Literally, you have a land path to the humans. Make it even bigger. New village, who colonized it? The elves have a piece of the enchanted island. And I forgot the dwarves are aligned with the elves now, so. Okay, Kingdom and Not Fane declared war on. Okay, so the humans are at war with everyone. The humans are at war with the orcs, the dwarves, and the elves. So, the humans might be the first one to go. Okay, looks like I think humans are starting to come onto the orcs' land and they're being killed. Oh no. Oh no, I think that's the plague symbol. That is not going to help out the humans whatsoever. I think there's a plague going on. So the humans are definitely going to be scrambling. Humans are probably going to be the first to go. It looks like the elves are definitely getting this island. Oh wait, the plague could easily spread right over to the orc side too, though. We got to keep that in mind. Oh, it looks like the dwarves and elves are sending land to the orcs, I think. Maybe not, but y'all gotta... Oh, a battle? I think there may have been some naval combat right here. More stuff with this plague going. Alright, y'all need to fight each other, bro. Y'all need to, like, set sail or something. I know there's the glitch where you can make... It's not a glitch, but, like, it's the little secret thing where you can make it go sonic speed. Where do you get it at? Settings. Oh, the burger. You click the burger a bunch of times and then look at the top right. Now I have these secret settings like fast spawn and sonic speed. Turn on sonic speed for a moment and just... Okay, battling up there, but there's no territory being taken. Elves are definitely... Okay, here's where we're going to stop. Here's where we're turning off the sonic speed. So it looks like the dwarves occupied a small part and they're fighting up here. Look at the dwarves go. The dwarves are taking this. The dwarves might be the first ones to do it. Oh, the elves are landing. Unfortunately, I think part of the plague is here, so that might take it. They might take it back home. The orcs, are they fighting down here? Oh, the orcs are marching now. The orcs are now marching. The royal family of the humans no longer exist. And it looks like the humans have only a couple people left. It looks like the dwarves are getting a lot of this land right now. And I forgot the dwarves and elves are still aligned, so that might be... Okay, the dwarves just occupied the human land entirely. It was not split up or anything. Oh my gosh, all the buildings, bro. Well, the dwarves now own that land. I think the next one to go... Okay, we're gonna put this back into Sonic Speed, but... The only other thing that can really, like... is the dwarves and elves fight the orcs, and then whoever's last will make fight each other, I guess, if the alliance is still... Oh, okay, the orcs just declared war. Okay, we're gonna keep Sonic Speed, because they're not landing. Oh, there's landing. Hold on. Okay, so the orcs just declared war on the dwarf and elf alliance here, and there's already a ton of elves are trying to land. Oh my gosh, there's fires, and look how big that is, bro. The dwarves have an advantage, though. They can have two fronts. Elves down here, dwarves march army through here. And there's still a plague up here. Okay. Oh, it looks like I think the dwarves are about to load up. Oh no, there's another elf ship down here, that's why. Oh, they're getting fired at, bro, with these cannons. Oh, these men are retreating. The orcs are retreating. I guess they're gonna let this ship take care of it. Yep. Honestly, probably a smart move from the leader. Oh! I didn't even realize. Okay, am I looking at the wrong map? I am. Okay, I'm looking at, like, the village. I thought this part rebelled from the Elf Kingdom, which is possible, and this part could rebel from the Dwarf Kingdom. There'd be no more humans left, but there could be separate kingdoms now as places take over. I didn't consider that. Let's go back to the kingdom. Alright, let's do Sonic Speed here. We're just gonna kind of let it happen. Oh, dwarves marching in. Look at this land. You can see all the battles. Look going on. Oh, the dwarves took it. Okay, I think this is pretty set in stone. But there's only... Unless rebellions happen, we have to make them declare war. Who's gonna win? Elves or dwarves? I got money on the dwarves here. I feel... But I don't know. The elves are gonna put up a fight, I bet. Yeah, the alliance is dissolved. Yeah, really. A huge plague up here still. I gotta look in at what these kingdoms look like. I haven't even done that in a while. Y'all are doing great. What about the dwarves? Okay. They've got a solid strat here, you know. You got like these square things. It's nothing over here. And no, they can preserve the orcs, so the dwarves definitely did not counter. This is just the plague land at this point. That's the apocalypse area. Okay, the dwarves are getting close to 1,000, and the elves keep losing, but the elves are holding on to that island, I will admit. An earthquake just happened. Where? Oh, that just wrecked part of the Dwarven Kingdom. Look at that. Earthquakes, bro. No, we're not doing this Age of Tears. Go back to the normal. What is this? No one owns this anymore. No one owns the human part, so maybe the elves get up there and start colonizing. I don't know. The elves are holding on to the land, though. I'll admit, and they just keep building things, bro. Y'all gotta chill and kill the dwarves, or the dwarves kill the elves right now. Are the elves about to outsmart the dwarves? I mean, they're growing. Is there anything I could add to, like, spice this up, you think? What if we both give them the strongest ore? Has that been sprinkled? We might want to, like, right here. And then, like, right here. Y'all get the strongest ore. Fight each other, bro. No, yeah, no one wants this kingdom. No one wants the former human kingdom anymore, bro. Oh, this is gone. It's been destroyed. And let's see if the dwarves actually start taking it, though. It's bad. They didn't even, like, they didn't colonize it or anything. They just wrecked it. And this is definitely the fall of the elves. Okay. The dwarves definitely won this one. So, I'm kind of surprised. I thought the orcs were going to win at the beginning. I thought the dwarves were going to be the first to fall. I'm not going to lie. But the dwarves won. Let's go look at each part. So, look at the former orcs, bro. Look at this part. The dwarves did good. They just made it a huge city. The elves never really expanded from the central part. And the dwarves had their little format of square formations and buildings, basically. And they just keep building stuff. Alright. I'll see you all in the next video.